the USC Trojans and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about teams who are building for the future, you've got to mention Vanderbilt. Stadium upgrades, a dynamic crowd. First Bank Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee has improved in the last few years. It is the smallest stadium in the SEC, but the Vanderbilt fans are getting louder and more passionate as Clark Lee continues to build a contender in Nashville. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Commodores will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Pulls it in, it's Mosley. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's Anderson. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
He's got him.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to move them on the counter. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Running inside, it's Miller. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll give it on the counter. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
How How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Using his legs, it's Alexander. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking to throw, it's Carter. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Ooh, I don't know, guys. Did he hear footsteps running over the middle of the field where all those defenders are lurking? I think that might have got in his head, and that might have been a reason why he dropped it.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And the Commodores look to keep this drive humming. The run inside. It's Alexander. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Back to pass. It's Carter. Pocket breaking down. And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Finds his man. It's Bowman. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Got it. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Shakes off the defender. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Trojans! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Adams. Turning it on. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Oh, they're after him! And down he goes. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. That's caught. It's Spence. At the 45 on his way. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The give on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Looking downfield, it's Carter. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
It'll be 3rd and long. These corners going to give these receivers some space. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw. It's Mayava. Got his man on the right. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around.
There's some room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Fakes to grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to fire on second down. Going for 6. He's open on the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Direct snap. It's Anderson. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Got room at the 35. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running inside, it's Alexander. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Trying play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Goes high to pull it in. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Alexander. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Doors!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. The run inside. It's Jordan. At the 35, he's open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They'll ride the hot hand. Maybe some... It's a fumble! He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Under fire. Avoids the pressure and gets away. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads to the right. That pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. This time he's got it. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Commodores moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw. It's Carter. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good, and you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Complete to the right. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
And he's going to bring it out. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Wants to throw. It's Carter. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Taking it the other way. Touchdown USC. The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Carter. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Got him downfield. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Here's a little room there. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
To throw, it's Carter. That's caught. It's Thomas. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Commodores back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, Commodores! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
With the catch, it's Anderson. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. To the air, it's Mayava. Grab near the sticks, it's Anderson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line, it's Bowman. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. The 20. He's at the 10.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a first and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Absolutely perfect. Had to settle for the field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll go to the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the right. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Alexander. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to him. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Sherrill. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Commodores are flying down the field. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside, it's Alexander. Plows through the defense. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll run play action. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. Touchdown, Vandy. And here they come, almost all the way back. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zero.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Looking for a man. It's Carter. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
Great place to start for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Alexander. Got enough for the 1st. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the QB and receiver are trying to hook up there on a curl route, but the DB just had better coverage, and he knocked it away.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. They'll go right back to him. Makes it past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. The tap. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Trojans with the answer.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Carter. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Running inside, it's Miller. There he goes. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Miller. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To the air, it's Mayava. Looking to the end zone. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Really, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap. Just a really bad mental error. 2nd and 15 after the delay of game. Looking to pass. It's Carter. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
The run inside. It's Alexander. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It is your time. What is in your bag? What is your play call? Going to be 4th down now. I have to have this. I'm trailing. This is what every quarterback dreamed about in their backyard, making that play in a big-time moment. It's go time.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He wants to go deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. The give is to Miller. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a 1st down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field. Seemingly it will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Parker.